Alright guys and gals, this is Laura. I'm back for another video. I'm going to teach you guys how to read a recipe. So I am going to do a chocolate chip cookie, but it's the Toll House chocolate chip cookie. And this is the book I'm using. This is like a really old cookbook. So if you guys could find a cookbook like this, this would be awesome. And it's labeled. It has labels on it, on the cookbook. So, and let's see. The recipe that I'm doing is this one right here. But it only has a few ingredients here. So I gotta jump up to here because you're looking for this little key and it says the recipe. So this is the recipe that starts here. And you have to add these ingredients that are in there. And I'll show you how to do that. Alright, stay tuned for just a second. And I also made a copy. So I'll have this copy at the end of the video. So you can see that. The paper recipe. So stay tuned and I'll be back. I gotta set up the kitchen so I can start making chocolate chip cookies. Alright guys, I'm ready to start my recipe. And I'm gonna use a little mixer. You could also use a whisk. Or you could use a KitchenAid mixer. That's good too. Alright, I'm gonna add my sugar, flour, and baking soda together. I'm out of brown sugar, so I'm going to add some molasses to the sugar, and that makes brown sugar. This is the kind of sugar I'm using. So the regular sugar is a half a cup. According to this recipe, and that's the recipe I'm working on. For the chocolate chip cookies. These are the chocolate chips I'm going to be using. There's also another recipe on the back of the package. But I'm using the original recipe, and this recipe was founded in 1939. So that's the recipe I'm working on for chocolate chip cookies. Alright, so I'm combining all my sugar to the bowl. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of molasses because I'm out of brown sugar. I'm adding 1 cup and 1/8 cup of flour to the bowl. In 1939, all they had was, trying to think what kind of grease they had back then. They probably made their own grease, like, and grease would be like, you would boil down, like chicken fat, pork fat, and you would make lard. Well, they've gone different routes now. They have like Crisco. So I'm going to add some Crisco into the bowl, and I'm using 1/2 cup. So that's some history. If you're interested, when they decided to switch over to like using like soy products, and that's when they decided to use Crisco. I'm using 1/2 stick, that would be 1/2 cup of Crisco. I'm adding it to the bowl. I'm adding 1 egg to the mixing bowl, deshelled. I'm adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla to the bowl. I'm using some baking soda. I'm using 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda to the bowl. Okay, you guys and gals, I'm gonna mix well for about, I'm gonna say 2 minutes. And then I'll be right back. Alright guys and gals, I came back. I mixed up my mixture. Now I'm ready for my chocolate chips. You buy these chocolate chips, the Toll House chocolate chips, and I put these chocolate chips in the freezer bag. I have 2 cups in each bag because it's a large bag. There's only 2 of us. We can only eat so much chocolate. And then I put this bag in the freezer. So when I need chocolate chips, I have chocolate chips that are fresh. So I'm going to combine my chocolate chips to my bowl. And then I'm going to mix well. That's what you want it to look like, the cookie mixture. I have a baking sheet. This baking sheet is really nice. When I first got it, I baked a pie, and I had the pie on top, and some of the pie filling got on the pan, and it just scrapes off. So this pan you don't have to grease or put oil or butter on the pan. It just comes off. So I like this pan. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's the name right there. So just get a baking sheet, and if the baking sheet sticks, then it says to add some grease or oil, or you can spray Pam on the pan that you are cooking out of. Okay, you can use a scoop. This is the ice cream scoop. Or you can use spoons. I use 2 teaspoons. This is what I do. And just scoop it on the cookie sheet. That's what I do. I think this is too much cookie, but that's me. I like my cookies about that big. So I'll scoop them on the pan. Oh, my cookies look very rustic. That's what I look forward to. So my next chocolate chip cookie recipe, I'm going to put spices in my cookie. This cookie, I'm going to taste test the cookie. So it's really small. I want a little piece of it, the cookie. Alright, I'm going to bake my cookies at 350 degrees. I'm at a high altitude, so that's why I want to do that for 8 to 10 minutes. And after they're done cooking, I will be back to show you the rest of the video, so stay tuned.